Now, we promised to show you this video earlier, a video circulating showing what appears to be a confrontation between traffic police and residents of a community of Shaka's Rock near Ballito, north of Durban. The officers appear to be trying to remove a child from a private residential property. We have that video. There is no sound, but let's show you those visuals. What we can see is that a tug-of-war ensues between an officer and an adult on the scene, with the child in the middle. The adult is then handcuffed in front of the child. So this is the video. You can see that confrontation between Metro police officers and seemingly a father and a son. Let's see if we can hear about the circumstances. To discuss what exactly happened, we're joined on the line by KwaDukuza municipal spokesperson Sipho Mkhize. Mr. Mkhize, thank you for being with us. Do you know what happened, firstly, in that video?
Good evening and good evening to your followers. Well, basically the information we have received is that the scuffle ensued after the family that is seen in the video was found to be not following the regulations. They had gone to the beach, something that they were not supposed to do. And then there was basically a tug-of-war until basically the family residence that we see in the video. However, as the municipality, we would want to put it on record that we don't condone the behavior that is in the video, particularly on the side of our enforcement officers. Tomorrow morning we will be in a hearing with them so that they get a fair chance to basically provide their side of the story, given the arguments in the public discourse.
It doesn't look good for them. I mean, do you accept if they were grabbing a child from maybe his father, that is unacceptable?
Well, those are the merits before all of us. That's what's in the video, but our interest is to basically, pin all the dots together to get an understanding of what happened, so that should there be a need for us to consult our code of conduct, then we do that. So basically tomorrow's meeting is to look at what's before us in terms of the videos, and basically, the content that have come from the community. And then tomorrow it is to get the side of the employee now as the employer, so that we can then begin to do what needs to be done between those two parties.
Yeah. So you say that this was it a father and a son going to the beach? So we know it wasn't about a custody battle or anything involving the child, and it shouldn't be with the father or anything like that. It was about them going to the beach.
Yes, it was about non-compliance with the lockdown regulations. And basically, at some stage of the engagement between our peace officers and the family is what we see in the video. So now we need to understand what really happened so that we can begin to consult the relevant, affected parties, so that the council can then pronounce itself. And then should the need arise that the employees in question are subjected to a disciplinary hearing, then a formal procedure for that will begin.
Okay, we understand that. Can you give us any insight into what happened after the video? Was anyone arrested? Was this man fined? Do we know what actually happened?
Well, the gentleman in question was taken to the nearby police station, which is Umhlali. Cases have been opened to the best of our knowledge, but we will then let the law enforcement agencies handle that further. But with us, the one thing that we want to look at is the behavior, and also to understand what led to our officers having to, go to such extent. so that we can then come back to the community and present our position. And as we have promised in a statement earlier on today, to say we are looking into the matter and it will get the urgent attention it deserves.
All right, we can now bring you the sound linked to this video. Let's just see if we can get a bit more information by watching and listening, and a warning that this is graphic visuals if there's any sensitive viewers right now. Let's take a look.
Leave his child, leave, don't, hey, get your hands off of his child. Somebody call the police, call the police, call the police. Okay. He's not going to jail. This is ridiculous.
What you're doing is illegal.
This is illegal. We need the official police here. Gwen, they've been doing this for the last hour. They've been harassing everyone.
Okay, please open the gate, man.
Please, you can't carry on like this. It's ridiculous.
And they arrested, and they're doing it because we were on the road. We were on the beachfront.
I don't understand this. This was
Go find a lawyer quickly. No, guys, go inside. We're coming now.
Okay, so the child can be heard crying hysterically there. We're on the line with KwaDukuza municipal spokesperson Sipho Mkhize. Mr. Mkhize, are these metro officers still on the beat?
I beg your pardon?
Are these metro officers still working right now? You say that they will report tomorrow and you'll hear from them, but are they working right now?
No, ma'am. Their shift was to end at 2 p.m., but subsequent to the videos that we saw, it was advised that they report back to the headquarters, and then they will have their one-on-one with the Director for Community Safety in the morning to basically explain their side of the story in the matter. But we just want to say, as a municipality, we are weighing all the different views that there are with regards to the matter. We do understand that there are underlying and constitutional issues when it comes to the handling of children and so forth. But we just want to take time to understand from our employees as to what really happened, so that we are able to fix where needs be. And we are also able to then regain the public confidence. But also, if you listen to some of the sound bites in the video, it shows you that we are having a problem with regards to enforcement, particularly as it relates to lockdown regulations, as some people believe that this does not necessarily apply to them. As you heard the gentleman in the video saying, they are going around harassing everyone. I don't think that is the true nature of the job, because we have to at times tell people to go back home. You know, when we see them wander around, it is not because the institution wants people locked behind doors, but it's because we are in a period where there is a requirement to say, let us have, free streets in a sense, and have those with permits go out to do whatever they do. I don't think our officers would have had a problem with this family if perhaps they were all in their masks between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., taking a walk and so forth, because there has been given a leeway for that. But, these are the issues that one is faced with on the ground, to say some people really don't take the regulation seriously. And this video is a microcosm of somewhat of that, to say officers are also at times faced with these hardships in executing their jobs, but it doesn't go to say then they must conduct themselves to what we have seen on the video.
Indeed, we really appreciate this update, and we will follow up. You do say that those metro officials will report to their bosses tomorrow and explain their side of the story, and we'll keep on this developing story for you. That was KwaDukuza Municipal Spokesperson Sipho Mkhize.